Socratic Gamers here again with Sid as we play some GTA 5 and just talk about life. So what's
Yo, why
up,
does my guy
man?
walk like that?
Your guy?
I'm just watching my guy walk. He like emphasizes his butt cheeks.
Oh, you know, you know that you can
Look at that.
actually set your guy's walk.
Oh, really? How do you do that?
Yeah, hold down. Where do guns for hire?
That's so funny.
Right? The game's so intricate. Yeah.
Oh,
So
there, walk style.
yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Good, good, good. All right, cool, cool. I'm gonna head.
Alright, gangster. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
let me.
sorry, sorry.
Well, yeah. It's okay. So what's up, man?
Nothing. I was actually gonna ask you this before we went live, but I thought I'd save it for the live. Do you still watch the news?
No.
No, right? And then when you don't watch the news, like, do you feel like you're left out when you hear things that are going on? Like, did you hear about the whole hurricane thing?
Yeah, I heard about the hurricane.
Yeah, but have you been following it?
No.
No, not at all, right? So do you have
I
like
just.
a?
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah. No, no, yeah. What were you saying?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. No.
Uh, like do you even have cable anymore?
Nope.
No, right?
Do not. Have no TV.
Wow.
Don't have TV.
So what do you do for
Yeah.
entertainment? Do you just use like Netflix or?
Yeah, internet. I just use the internet, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, internet, because it has everything I want in the tip of my fingers.
Yeah, you remember when we were like
Pretty
kids and
much.
stuff, and like TV was like number one. It was kind of weird if you didn't have cable in your house, right? But now it's like we're
That was
going so far.
yeah, that was the old times. You know, way back when there was box cell phones. You know those cell phones?
Do you remember when the internet first came out?
Yeah, I was at an apartment. This was when I was like probably in grade two, grade three. That's the first time I remember it.
Hmm.
Um, when we first bought, like my parents bought our first computer, IBM,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, it was the first time we had internet. When was it for you?
Uh,
Like I had
ooh.
the really old one. Old. That's the last time I remember it.
Yeah, I don't.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I was a child. I didn't know what was what, so
I remember like the
it was just a
dial-ups
fun
before.
memory.
That we had to like you couldn't use the phone if you were like using the internet, and then if you use the phone, it would like disconnect you from the internet.
Disconnect the internet.
Yeah, right. Those are crazy times.
And now it's like it's just internet is
It's
every
like,
day,
right?
every part of your life.
Did you ever expect it to become so um, like so utilized in your own life?
What? Pardon? What was that last part?
Did you ever expect like the internet to be so utilized in your life?
Did I ever expect the internet to be
Like so utilized in your life? Like,
not to this point?
right?
Because
Yeah.
we've seen it develop it to what it is now, right?
Hmm.
So I remember like web pages. You like create your own web page.
Hmm.
Remember those sites? Asian Avenue.
Yeah, like individual
I had to
profile
create my
pages.
individual profile pages. This was before Facebook. This was like just little things, and to make it, it wasn't so simple. You had to learn how to write
Code.
computer programming.
Yeah.
Like all the like I don't know what they're called, the triangle brackets, and then you had to type color equals blank whatever number.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
exactly.
those times. I
Yeah,
remember those times, man.
the HTML.
Yeah. Oh, it was the HTML exactly.
Are you almost
Oh
here?
man, no, I should have bought armor. To be honest, I'm low on health. I'm like dying right now.
That's all good. Do you need a pickup or
Is there two? Are
are
there
you still
two
driving?
limits? Two. Are there two limos?
Yeah, there is, there is.
Alright.
Someone's waiting
Oh,
for you.
okay, darn. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
So like, could you
Yeah, I
imagine
did not
like,
expect it. I didn't expect the internet to be how it is today because I was in it. I was in the experience of the internet being what it is. So, like sometimes you don't know, but then someone you haven't seen in a while would be like, "Oh, you gained weight," type of thing.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like you don't know. You don't know because it's you see yourself every day, you see the change, and that's
all
how it was for the
true.
internet. Like I did not like, yeah, it wasn't so. How do I say that?
Like it wasn't such a stark
Because
contrast.
I. Pardon?
It wasn't such a stark contrast because like it slowly
Oh yeah,
developed.
exactly, exactly. When you think back about it, it's huge difference.
Yeah.
But being a part of it's normal.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it doesn't even matter.
And the crazy part to think about is like the people that are growing up now and who are born now, it's like they'll have always known the internet. They won't know a time like without it, you know?
Without the internet, right?
And that's
Yeah.
the crazy part. I remember when I was like teaching martial arts classes before, and then I'd ask them just like, "Oh, who plays outside?" Nobody played outside, and like that was the craziest thing to hear.
Yeah.
Because like everybody wanted to just be inside, like playing and stuff, playing like
Yeah.
digitally. Have you ever
Well, we
tried
did
the
the
VR?
same thing.
Yeah, true. That
No, I
that
haven't
that's
done
very
that.
true.
We did do that, but we always did come outside.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was like all we always made a point to do it. It was well, I suppose like because back in the day, like the internet and video games weren't that great. Um, it made
Yeah.
us like spend more time outside because it's more fun. You know, it was still like new, right?
Um, it was amazing for me.
Which
You know,
outside or the internet?
like the video games because it was like a first time I'm getting like what's going on? Did you leave your car?
No, I
Are
didn't
you
leave my
just
car.
killing them?
No, I'm
No, where are you
driving.
going?
What?
I,
What?
I can't go too far away from you or else we fail.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool,
You're
cool.
going.
Didn't know that.
There you go.
Oh, reverse, reverse. Oh, mission
Oh,
over.
it's over.
Oh, too
Yeah,
bad.
we separated, buddy. You're supposed to
Oh, I
stay
didn't
together
know
the whole
that.
time.
My bad, my bad. Alright, I'll shoot again. So
Okay.
yeah, you're saying that you still appreciated playing out. You still appreciate the video games.
Oh, big time because it was something we've never seen before.
Actually, you know that's true.
Something
Yeah.
we've never seen before. And it's like new experience. It's like, whoa.
Hmm.
Like this is the advancement at its greatest.
Do you remember like renting video games and like do you remember like
Yeah.
movies and stuff? Those were crazy
Yeah.
times.
Oh, Blockbuster.
Oh
Even
yeah, eh?
Blockbuster was new.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
Blockbuster was new. For us it was Video 99.
Yeah, exactly, right? The crazy thing
It
is
was
like,
Video 99.
do you remember when like Netflix just came out? And
Yeah.
like it was like you can like mail order your digital CDs and stuff and like nobody ever thought it would take off and then they became digital and all of a sudden it's like man, everyone
Yeah.
uses
Once they
Netflix.
became digital. Once they became digital, that's when it happened for them.
Yeah. You know, I heard that they make like something around like 2 billion. I don't know if it's billion actually. That could just be like BS, but it's something around like 2 billion a month because of all of the signups.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I'm
crazy.
paying 9.99, man. So
Exactly,
like
right? Yeah.
9.99 for each membership,
It's a
and
lot.
everyone has Netflix. Everyone.
Yeah,
Tell
right?
me someone that does not.
See, it's sort of like with like Apple Music. Like
Ooh,
you
I
have
died.
Apple Music now, right? Oh,
Nope.
you don't have
I
Apple
haven't
Music?
paid for Apple. I haven't paid for Apple Music.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, you're one of
Yeah.
the first few that I've heard that hasn't bought into Apple Music. All right, so then
Or
we'll
Spotify. You know. Not
but like
No.
with like because we grew up in like the pirate era, right? So like we'd be like privy to like pirating media and stuff, right? So like it's it's
Yeah. So true.
allegedly
Yeah.
this may or may not be true, but yeah. So But it's weird now because they made it so accessible, and it's like so cheap that like you don't even want to pirate it anymore,
Yeah, I get that.
right? It's pretty smart. Like
Yeah.
when you start getting into like Apple Music, if you start getting into Apple Music, you'll notice it as well. It's like there's no point in piracy because it's like such a cheap thing, and like you get all songs right away.
Yeah, how much is it
It depends on what you want to do. So
per
like,
song?
no, it's not per song. So it's like Netflix. So if you pay like $14.99, I think that's what I pay. You can have like 6 people on a family plan. So like
Uh,
6 people can all listen to um,
any
unlimited music,
anytime.
and you can download it to your phone, so you take it with you,
That's not bad at all.
right?
Yeah.
You
Okay,
know,
you're like super far. I don't
yeah,
know where I'm.
I had to escape the police. I'm
Okay,
still
I'm just
trying
gonna
to
do
escape the
it.
police.
Alright.
Oh, we can
I
meet up
gotta
at
go find it.
the
Yeah,
place if
I
you
don't
get there.
know. I just gotta
Oh,
find a vehicle first before I do anything.
I gotta run away from these guys. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Perfect, perfect. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, do you think it gave us a leg up in, like, we were like a weird hybrid that got to see the evolution of the internet, And it's like, do you think socially, kids, because like evolution's always happening, right? So it's like, do you think the people nowadays are like better off or worse off now that they're like grown into the internet?
Uh, um.
Like they're definitely going to be more technological, but is it like, you know, is it actually a benefit?
Benefit who?
Like to
Them?
them, like,
Future generations?
yeah, I've been seeing like studies. Well, not see, oh, there you are.
Where are we
Cool, cool.
supposed to go? I have no waypoint, so.
All right, I'll hit up the thing. Give me a second. Yeah, so like people are finding it really difficult to learn how to socialize now. Because
Oh, really?
yeah, it's
That
like
makes total sense to
studies
me.
and stuff.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
Are you going into my
Okay.
car?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll jump into your car. So like with that kind of stuff, it's like it's almost like a disservice. But if they're born with the internet, like they, the internet and technology, they have they have more chance to like build better technology for the future, therefore advancing our race, hypothetically, you know.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it's like,
but like
yeah,
you're losing. It is possible. Sometimes you don't. Like it's all in moderation and how the mind has developed in that way. But it can influence people to disconnect from the world. Um, and that's like we've talked about it. Some people use it as a form of escape of
yeah,
the real
totally.
world, right? So it's beneficial. Socially, I'm for me, I'm more of an in-person type of guy. Like I feel there's more of a connection that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, that's what I grew up with.
Do you
So
think you can
it's
still
like,
do you think you still establish that same kind of connection over things like Skype or FaceTime, or would you need like an actual um, personal touch?
for me, it comes easier to have it in person.
Hmm.
It's not even touch. It's just being in the proximity.
Right.
And then the relationship or the whatever is built, that's when you can do it from apart and still influence it apart.
Right.
So
So you're
first you have to
saying,
establish it. So yeah, you have to anchor it, and then you can just let it go on its own.
yeah. But here's one of the drawbacks though, like to not being not being exposed to the internet. So I have one of these clients right now, and like because they grew up poor, they never afforded, like they're around our age, and they grew up poor, so they couldn't afford the internet or a computer. And like now he's trying to like become like a musical artist, but at the same time it's like he can't even make a Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? It's like because their mind isn't thinking in terms of like technology. Did, like
Well,
did,
that's like a privileged state, privileged mindset.
for sure, yeah, but it's like it puts him
Right.
at a disadvantage, you know?
That is true.
Right? Because
That is.
we're all like, oh, like where can we hear your music? And it's like I don't know how to get it out there, you know? So it's like you
Yeah,
kind of
and that's
have
why
to.
yeah, and that's why he found you.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But it's like
You
you
know,
kind of have to know the internet now, you know? I feel.
well, the only way to help him is to teach him the internet.
It's true. Yeah. See,
You
you know
know,
what's
like
weird?
here it is. Here's the site. Figured, yeah, there it is. You know, you can read. That's
No, but it's
learn
like
for yourself.
it's like their brain isn't even so like this is the crazy part that when you because one of my cousins is doing like digital design or something, and it's like
Okay.
there's like a standard for how the brain interprets um, like technology. So have you ever like picked up a product and you're like, oh, I just know how to use it, like apps, like it's like intuitive. Like your iPhone, when you first got your iPhone, like was it intuitive for you to use, or were you like, oh my god, I'm so lost?
I have to go through the help thing.
For sure. But
The
how long did that take
Ah,
until you got
maybe
used to
like
it?
to fully get used to it, maybe like 3, 4 days of playing with it.
Dude, 3 or 4 days is like that's hyper speed. Like if
Yeah.
you
Well, that's
right?
because I've been surrounded by the technology for so long.
Totally. So when they design these new products, they actually like they use psychology from the past in order to build new products, so that when you're given a new product, it's like seamless integration. So like with the iPhone, whatever's coming out next, they're gonna build it off of the psychology of the old iPhones, so that when you get the new iPhone, it's not gonna be difficult for you to figure out.
Yeah, it's similar to the other. Why do you have 4 guys just chilling in your? Oh, no.
It's rare they ran
Who
away.
are these guys? Who you are? Where are you? Are you here?
Behind you, behind you.
Oh,
Go back in.
okay.
Yeah, so like if we think of it in terms of like that, um, where it's like it builds off of the past, then it's like you're totally at a disservice if you don't learn about if you don't take the time to learn about technology, because it's just going to keep progressing in this like uniform fashion, and you're just gonna be left in the dust.
Yeah. Well, it's the direction that the world is going to, right?
Yeah,
So,
for sure. So
so if it's either come join and play or game over.
yeah, right. So like now here's the crazier thought. It's like, what about the renunciates of like the ones who don't want to like join the system? You know, it's like, oh, technology's bad, so I'm never gonna learn it.
Hey, good on you, man.
But but at the same time, it's like going away with the dinosaur. You know what I mean?
You know, people. If there are people that fully immerse themselves into internet, there has to be someone that renunciates. You know?
Oh, I see. Like the balance.
Yeah, there's always one or the other, and then everyone goes in between those two. So it's just two sides of a coin.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny. Like, hey, we're still finding, we're still finding native villages that haven't had human contact.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Right? We're still finding those,
That's
right?
crazy.
But
You
instead
ever
of
hear?
trying to learn from them,
Mm-hmm.
they like to teach them.
Ah,
But
I
yeah, what
see. Yeah.
instead they teach them. Instead of learning from them, they're teaching them.
Yeah, I get you.
And
Well, you know,
I get it,
the
but
fastest way to create a melting pot is to teach someone what they should know.
one
Education
that did
is
what?
so like a melting pot, right? So it's like if I want you to assimilate and become one of me, the best way to do that is to educate you on what you're doing wrong. So it's like these natives in the forest, rather than like learning from them, like you're saying, they're like, well, let's just assimilate them and make them a part of our society because our society is
Our
the best
society.
society,
Hmm.
right? No more open-mindedness.
Yeah, well, there are gonna be a few of them, but they're not really publicized. You have to really look for them.
Hmm.
The ones that actually are there to, to learn or to do things for them.
Hmm.
Um, but sometimes they just don't have that monetary help to get them the marketing or whatever. Like
Wait,
they
who the
need
natives?
no, well, just like people that actually want to help, like the natives.
Oh, I see. No, no, but what I'm saying is like, who are we really helping? You know, we're only helping ourselves because like we're
Yeah,
looking to make
exactly.
allies. You know, so
Mm,
I think the best way if you really want to help somebody is just leave them alone. Because when you start pushing agenda,
that's
it's
true.
like,
That is true, 100%. Hold on, hold on.
right? Oh,
Let me get my gun out.
all right. So I'm assuming we need to kill these people.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna. Oh, you shot?
yeah. I started shooting.
Cool, cool.
You have a sniper?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's interesting how like video games give you like this weird false sense of like accomplishment, even though we didn't really do anything with our own lives. You know what I mean? But it's so like satisfying, you know? It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I beat this
it happens.
mission, you know?
But that's the reward. What was it?
Yeah, I know
You
what you're
reward
saying.
yourself. Like
Like chemically
when
in the
you
brain.
yeah, exactly. There's something like that triggers. Oh, I'm
Mm-hmm.
already carrying one. I only have one. Oh,
Guess we gotta go
sweet.
here. Oh, you paid your business staff. What
Oh, we
the?
have to go. We have to
Let's take
pick
a
up the
look, I
rest
guess. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, put it in the back of the case.
and load them all.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. So it's weird, eh? Like these like false reward mechanisms that we get in ourselves. But it's like if we consider this to be reality, actually no, no, the scary part is if we consider this to be our reality and then to realize that once this version of the game is over, then all of our efforts have been for nothing. You know, as soon as they release like GTA 6, it's like, well, GTA 5's dead. So what happened to all the effort that you put in to like build the guy, you know?
Yeah. Um, or it's just like a rebirth.
Oh, true, true, true. Do you think that they could be like pacifying us in terms of like achievement? So it's like if I just give them some fake achievement, like this video game, then they won't want to achieve something else in their own lives,
I can see that. I was actually gonna say something like that.
right? It could be like mind control,
Yeah.
you know? You never know.
A little,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, you know, yeah, it's true.
or it could
Well, they're
just be
using
hyper
psychology to
paranoid.
see how they can up. They're using psychology to see how they could make their products the best.
Yeah, for
What
sure.
will sell.
Uh-huh,
And
uh-huh.
once you use psychology with human behavior and you understand how the mind works, it's like, I'll give you all the desires you want.
Yeah, for sure. And see that's gonna be the scarier part when like our sense of like touch and like vision get like through like VR and stuff, right? It's gonna become more and more intense. So like you're gonna be able to like create these false reward systems even more, you
Um,
know?
yeah, yeah. And it's just in the what you're doing is just stimulating the brain
Exactly,
to do
exactly.
so.
It brings into a point like the Matrix when they're like, what is real? But they're just like electrical signals in your brain, right? So like,
Yeah, exactly.
right? So who's to say like this achievement that we're feeling right now is not real, you know? When people say like, "Oh, you just waste your time playing video games," it's like, yeah, but I got a dopamine hit, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Um, well, real again, real is just a perception.
oh,
What's
for
real
sure.
to you? What's
Yeah,
real to
totally.
me? So it's just if I feel it's real because what makes it real is the experience that I had with it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, so no one can tell me it's not real because I had experience that it is real. So,
Yeah, for sure. But then what about like pseudo memories though? That's gonna be crazy. So like with children of
what
abuse.
are pseudo memories?
So like children of abuse when
Okay.
they get asked by like the inspector, they're trained the inspector's trained in a way to not guide the kid into creating a false memory. Like pseudo just means fake. So like we do it all the time. So
Oh,
like
okay.
good example would be like, what did you wear your first day of school? Can you
Hmm.
even if you don't know if it was real, your brain created something, right?
Uh, no, because I didn't know. It was just a blank.
Okay,
I didn't even think. I was just like, I don't even know. Like, I just saw myself standing there with no clothes.
wow, you're
You
just
know,
naked. Oh,
yeah, just
so
naked.
in your head, you created the story of on my first day of school, I was naked.
No, it was just on my first day of school. I was wearing, and it was just nothing.
Like nothing was
I
coming to
didn't really
mind.
create like no. I stopped thinking about it once I was like no.
Or did you
You want me
shave?
to actually think and create? Like I can create. I can create it in my head. Yes.
Right, right, right. So a pseudo memory is like is that creation believed?
Believed
Yeah. So
that it's
it
real.
believe that it's real.
Okay.
So it's like
Okay.
it's not actually something that did happen. Victims of violence or assault, they often create pseudo memories too, where it's like oh, what was the mugger wearing? It's like oh, they had like a blue shirt, you know, blah blah blah, but they don't even really remember,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
No, well, they're suppressing that memory because it's such a traumatic event. And when
And
you do that, your mind protects itself by doing that.
totally, yeah, yeah. But like even those you know, like those eyewitness testimonials,
Yeah.
they've proven that like your brain, you actually create a pseudo memory of the event, so it's like it's not actually um, very viable,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I remember reading in university. There were just I don't remember, but I was
It
like
was
probably half.
the gun focus.
Oh, once the gun, yeah, once the
Yeah,
gun got involved,
yeah,
say goodbye to your eyewitness testimony.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Could you imagine a
Because
well-educated like robber? Like they just study all these like techniques, and then like when it comes time to like rob somebody, they're like, okay, let me just use a weapon so that if I get called into court, I'm just gonna say that like your eyewitness testimony is like invalid.
hmm
You know what I mean?
yeah, people do that. Didn't you watch the movie with Jamie Foxx and Gerard Butler?
No, no.
Jamie
Why
Foxx and
they
Gerard
use that?
Butler.
Oh, no, I
You watch
haven't
that.
seen it.
What's that movie?
But
Can you search that for me? Sorry, I got my researcher. Jamie Foxx and Gerard Butler. Law-abiding citizen. Never mind. Thank you. Law-abiding citizen. You seen that movie?
no. So they use
Watch
that
that
weapon
movie.
focus.
No, like the oh man, it is like he should I this okay spoiler. This is a spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
So
Yeah.
his wife and his daughter got killed, and his
Hmm.
wife got raped in front of him,
Oh no way! Wow. Okay.
and then he got stabbed. That's why he had to watch this whole thing happen.
Okay.
And then he they went to court for it, and then he got out by pleading guilty.
Hmm.
So he pled guilty, and he got a low sentence. He's like, "That's not justice. Get me justice. I don't want him to just do this. He has to pay for his crimes."
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, It didn't happen, so he felt that then he disappeared for like 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden he appeared again,
Okay.
and everyone that was a part of that trial slowly started
Get killed?
to yeah, be killed.
Oh, okay. Cool.
They couldn't prove it, and then when they arrested him, there was a court scene where he used the law against the lawyers.
Oh, nice.
You gotta watch it. That was like a great 5 minute scene of him in the court, Gerard Butler in court.
So
It was like
he
that made the
utilized
movie.
techniques in order to get himself off.
Yeah,
Wow.
as a killer, they were saying that he was like a trained killer in
Uh-huh.
another country.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went to his warehouse thing, like one of his warehouses or bunkers,
Uh-huh.
he they found like so many law books.
Wow.
Like the whole wall was filled with law books.
Oh, smart.
So yeah, that was pretty good. That was a sick movie. You gotta watch that.
All right, I'll check that out. That's pretty cool. On with the
Yeah.
marker. Oh, we are so far down on the map. Cool. You want to do one more?
Oh my goodness. I think I'm good, man.
You good? All right, cool. You want to
Yeah.
hit up this screenshot? Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
good chat.
let's do that. Yeah.
All right, let me just get off. And yeah, good. Great chat. Another successful episode of Socratic Gamers. Next time, hopefully with Vish.
Yeah, Vish. Waiting for you.
All right, peace out, man.
All right, later.